Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to take an everyday makeup look and change it into a holiday party look if you have a work party or something like that. I really wanted to sit down and show you guys how to transition your makeup that you're already wearing into something a little bit more glamorous for evening. This is the final holiday makeup look. I love how it turned out, and I used all affordable products, which is always the best when you can find amazing products for an affordable price. Guys, I'm so excited to be partnering up with Physicians Formula again for this video. I've worked with them before. They're amazing. I absolutely love the brand and the people behind it. And you guys know how much I love the products. I think I should win an award for how many times I've used the butter bronzer in my tutorials. And I also always use their butter blushes, and I love their butter highlighters. They just have really great products. And I'm also really excited to now share with you guys a new favorite product of mine from Physicians Formula. It's one of their newest launches, and it is their Healthy Lip Velvet Liquid Lipsticks. I'm wearing them on my lips right now. These lipsticks are only $7.95, and the formula feels so luxurious you would never know it. It's one of my new favorite drugstore liquid lipsticks. I've had the chance to test these out for the past couple weeks and really get a good opinion on them and a good feel for the formula and how it wears and things like that. I love this formula, you guys. It's so comfortable. A lot of times with liquid lipsticks, especially for me, it tends to dry out my lips if it's not the right formula. These do not. They have staying power like a really good, long-lasting liquid lipstick, but they're so comfortable and they're really hydrating. They never settle into any of the fine lines that I have on my lips, and they're super hydrating underneath as well. They're infused with avocado oil and hyaluronic acid. I notice when I take off this liquid lipstick, instead of it being super dry and uncomfortable underneath, my lips are actually plump underneath and really soft and smooth, which is fantastic and really hard to find in a liquid lipstick. So honestly, the formula is amazing, and the color range is so good as well. You have your nudes, you have your mauves, you have your reds and bright pinks. Any color that you guys like, you can find. That comes in 13 shades right now. I will put up some swatches right here so you guys can kind of see how gorgeous the range is. So make sure to check these out. They are available on Physicians Formula's website, and also they're available at select CVS stores. If you're looking for a great new affordable liquid lipstick, look no further. I'm not kidding you guys. These are really, really good. So now that I told you guys all about those new lipsticks, I really wanted to create a tutorial where I show you guys how just adding a little bit extra to your already existing makeup and switching up the lip color can really transform your look from day to night. So that's what I'm going to show you how to accomplish today. Before we get into the makeup tutorial, please make sure to join the family by hitting the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber and you want to be notified every time I upload, just click on the little bell and you will be notified when I post a video, so you can never miss out and you can always be one of the first people to watch. So with that being said, if you guys want to see how I transform a normal day-to-day look into an evening look perfect for holiday parties using all drugstore products, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first look I'm going to be creating is perfect for the office or for school, just an everyday look that we will be able to transition into a more evening look later. So I've already done my brows off camera. This time I did my drugstore brow routine, so I used the L'Oreal Brow Stylish Shape and Fill pencil and carved it out with the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer. I do have a drugstore brow routine where I show you step-by-step instructions on how I do these brows, so I will link that down below if you're interested, but that's all I have so far. So let's prime the face. I've been really dying to try out this new primer from Maybelline. It is their Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. So let's give this a shot. I don't know about you guys, but in the winter months, my skin gets so dry. So hydrating products are my lifesavers in the winter. Also, if you guys see any like glitter flakes on my face or my hair, it's kind of a long story, but long story short, I tried out like this glitter hairspray, and for the past 24 hours, I have found specks of glitter everywhere. So I'm just extra festive. If you see any glitter spots, that's what it's from. Okay, we're gonna go right into foundation. I actually just picked this up the other day and I wore it once all day long. Really loved how it wore. So I'm going to be wearing it again. I feel like a foundation like this would be perfect for a day to night transition look. You're gonna wanna make sure that the foundation will last and hold up all day, but it would also be something that should be easy to touch up. Like, it shouldn't look too cakey by the end of the day, so that you're able to touch it up and add a little more makeup on top. So the foundation I'm talking about is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Speaking of focusing, it wasn't focusing. I have the shade Soft Ivory. This foundation is like $4. It's fabulous. I forget how much I used last time, so we're just gonna start with that much. I think this shade might be a tad bit light for me, but we just make it work. So I'm just going to start by blending this out with a brush first. I'm just going to kind of evenly distribute this all over the face with the brush, and then we will pat it into the skin with a sponge. Whoa, my hair's going everywhere. Now I'm just going to press this into the skin with a beauty blender. Yeah, this shade is just a tad bit light for me, but good thing we have bronzer and things like that to help us out. I haven't had the chance to go swap it yet, so I'm gonna have to do that soon. I just put a little extra on the sponge and I'm adding coverage where I need it. So for concealer under the eyes, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is so good, you guys. Sorry, I always forget to like not click that in the mic. It's really loud. I just did it while I was saying not to. Okay. I'm just using the shade Light to highlight under the eyes and down the center of the face. This concealer shade is almost like darker than my foundation, but I need to add a little bit of color into the skin. But I'm just going to blend out that concealer with that same sponge. I always like to take a little extra concealer onto the eyelids just to cancel out any veins and discoloration and to prep it for eyeshadow. So I'm going to be setting the under eyes with the Rimmel Match Perfection Loose Setting Powder. It's a really nice kind of light pink color. I've never actually tried baking with this, so maybe now is not the time to try this out, but I'm going to try it out. So I'm going to take that on my beauty blender. We're just going to see how it looks under the eyes. I'm also going to kind of set down the center of the face. Oh wow. Didn't mean to do that. And before things get too crazy, I'm gonna dust off the excess. Then I'm just taking a powder brush and just kind of setting the rest of the face. Also gonna make sure to pat out any concealer creases on the eyelid and put some of that same powder on the eyelid to set the eyes. Isn't it the worst when you have a runny nose and you're trying to get ready? I feel like especially in the morning for some reason, I always struggle with that. It's the worst because like you're doing your makeup and then you have to wipe your nose. It's like you might as well not even put any makeup on. Okay, I'm gonna go into my favorite drugstore bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I've used this so many times here on my channel. I'm just going to take that on a brush. I love the shade of this bronzer. So first I just kind of initially apply it all around the perimeters of the face and then we'll blend it in. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. I hope I'm not getting sick. It's that time of year though, you know? Because especially when you're wearing a turtleneck, girl, nobody knows what color you actually are, so you might as well warm it up. Make it look like you went on vacation. Might as well warm up the ears a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna find that brush. Where the heck did I put it? Here we go. I'm just going to blend out the bronzer just to make sure it looks nice and seamless and effortless. While we have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer out, this is one of my favorite ways to do eyes every day. And it's so perfect for any occasion. You just take whatever bronzer you're using. The Physicians Formula is particularly one of my favorites just because, again, the shade is so natural looking. It looks gorgeous on the eyes as well, so I love to just pop this in the crease and maybe we'll brush it on the eyelid a tiny bit, and then I just love to take it right underneath the eye to define that a little bit. I'm going to kind of use that same brush and just define this inner corner here and really lightly drag it down the sides of my nose. So now I'm going to take a brown eyeliner. This is from Burt's Bees. It's their Nourishing Liner, and I'm just going to scribble this on the top lash line, and it does not have to be perfect, you guys. Just lightly kind of draw it on, then you can even kind of pat it out. I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. It smells so good. This one's in the shade Vintage Rouge. I love this color. It just brings like life to your face. And you probably guessed it, I always do this, but I love to take the blush I'm using if it's just an easy everyday look and just pop it into the crease here. And then you have even more pretty color in your eyes, and it took no effort. Let's put on some mascara. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I'm just going to pop on a couple coats on the top and bottom. I think I want a little bit of highlight. I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster Highlighting Trio, and I'm going to mix these two shades here. Oh, these are much more blinding than I remember. They're so pretty. I'm just going to do a light sweep of that across the face. So for the daytime look, I really wanted to select a color that is just an everyday wearable amazing color, especially for me. I love kind of corally nudes, and I thought that this one was so pretty. This is called Coral Minerals, and I just felt like it's a really good everyday kind of lipstick. So this is what I'm gonna wear to the office. Isn't that so pretty? I love these kind of warmer tones. One thing that I love about these lipsticks, I've had the chance to wear them for a couple weeks actually. I don't know if you can tell, but they really don't settle into the fine lines of my lips like a lot of liquid lipsticks do. They're so comfortable to wear, you guys. I am a lipstick junkie. I promise you, I know so many different formulas and this one is super good. It's just so comfortable on the lips, and honestly, it's hydrating and it never settles into the fine lines of my lips. It wears for hours and hours. If you are going to work or school, however, I would recommend taking this with you in your bag just in case you do have a lunch break and there's something that you eat that might have a little bit of oil to it, because when I did eat greasy food or oily food, when this happens with every liquid lipstick or lipstick, it did kind of break up in the center. But the thing I love about this is after I did have a meal, it was easy to just apply it right on top and it never got creepy. So it's just a really great color and formula. All right, so that is my daytime office or school look. It's simple, easy, natural, really wearable. With practice, you could do this in seriously like 15 minutes. So now I'm going to show you how to take this look to more of an evening look, which would be perfect for like a holiday party or something like that. So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm gonna do, take the hair back. I don't know why, but whenever I do my hair like this, oh, there's a glitter. I don't know why, but when I do my hair like this, like slicked down like this in a low ponytail, I just feel way more sophisticated, and I feel like it really takes my looks from like day to night. Obviously, I do wear my hair like this in the daytime sometimes, but it just looks so clean and sophisticated. So I'm gonna switch up the hair a little bit. It's so easy to do too. So if you're on a time crunch, like redo your hair completely, you could just kind of slightly change it up to a style like this, and you already start to have a different kind of look. So first we're gonna start by sprucing up the eyes. I'm gonna take the Physicians Formula eyeshadow quad. This one is in the shade Classic Nudes. It's so pretty. It really does just have like classic shades. These golds, this gold is what I'm gonna really play with. It's so pretty. First thing I'm gonna do is take that first gold shade just with my finger. These are super buttery, and I'm going to press this on the lid. We're gonna try to amp up our look a little bit. Immediately, it already looks amped up. How pretty is that? And adding the eyeliner during the daytime kind of just allowed us to have definition along the lash line already. So if you wanted to, you could add a deeper eyeliner, but I'm just gonna leave it with the brown one, and we're just gonna add some really pretty glittery shadows to the lid. I'm just gonna take a wet brush. I find that these shimmer shades kind of work better wet, especially when you already have makeup on, like face makeup, because then it kind of prevents fallout as well. But I'm just taking a little brush with that same gold shade, and we're gonna just kind of run it underneath the lower lash line a little bit to spruce up that area too. I'm actually gonna use that same brush and go into the other shimmer shade, and I just really want a bright inner corner, and take that same shade and just pop it right under the brow bone. I'm gonna warm up the eyes and deepen them a little bit. This will really help make the eye look more evening by taking this matte brown shade. Again, since we already have makeup on, you wanna be careful with the fallout. And I'm just going to start to press this on the outer third of the eye. I love this shade. It's more of like an orangey brown, which I love. I think it's so flattering, especially if you have blue eyes. Oranges are really flattering. And I'm gonna kind of work that into the crease a little bit, taking it on the outer third of the lower lash line as well and dragging it up, kind of like mimicking a little wing here, just giving the eyes a nice shape. To stick with the soft theme, I'm going to take that brown eyeliner that we used before, and I'm just going to actually smudge a little on the lower lash line as well. I'm also going to throw a little bit in the waterline. This is optional, but I just feel like it adds a little something else. I'm adding a little more on the top lash line to help balance out the bottom. Now I'm just going to take a little powder brush and try to sweep away any fallout if we did have any. I had a little bit of eyelash or mascara fallout. So at this point, if you want to, you can take a look at your lashes. If there's some product in it, you can either just comb through to get rid of it or add another coat, which I'm gonna do just lightly on top to redarken the lashes after applying eyeshadow. Now will be the time to kind of assess your face. If you have any oil poking through, you may want to blot a little bit. The Rimmel Stay Matte Powder is fabulous for that. Since I just filmed this look right after filming the other look, I'm not gonna have to do that. If you feel like your under eye area needs a little help, you could use the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster Contour Trio and just use this banana shade. Actually, I'll show you. You could just take a little brush with that banana shade and just kind of use this to freshen up and brighten that area. And actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this all the way down the center of my face. It really does do a nice job of kind of brightening. I'm gonna go back into the Bronze Booster highlighting trio, and I'm gonna apply more highlight. I don't know, I just feel like what holiday party is complete without some highlight? If you want to, you could add a little more bronzer. Sometimes if your party is in the evening, you may need to amp up like the definition on your face. So by the end of the day, your lipstick may not look like this unless you've touched it up throughout the day. So you may not have to even remove your lipstick, but it's honestly so amazing how switching up your lip color alone changes your entire look. So for the lip color, it was really hard for me to choose, but I found this combination that I am in love with, and I think you guys will love it too. I'm gonna start off with the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip Velvet Lipsticks in the shade Fight Free Reticles. I'm just going to start to apply this all over the lips. This is gonna be our main shade, Stunning Red. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You could just leave it like this if you want to. Isn't this beautiful? This color is so nice, but I loved mixing tulip treatment in the center of the lip. It just adds a little something different. So I just put a little bit of that on, and I'm just going to dab the center of the lips. And that's just such a subtle little addition, but it adds dimension to the lips, which is so pretty. I just think that adding those little details can really amp up your look, and it takes hardly any effort. So do you ever like try to fix your lip line and your lips slowly get larger and larger? I feel like that's what happened here. The applicators on those lipsticks are actually really nice and precise. I didn't have to use a lip liner. It just took me a little bit of time around the edges to make them more precise. So at this point, you can kind of assess the skin. I'm looking for my blush. You can kind of look at the skin and see if you need any more blush. I'm kind of like on the fence. I probably maybe could go without and be fine, but again, I am a blush lover. And if you're gonna be taking photos at night, you don't wanna look washed out, and blush is the first thing to fade, so you might as well just add a little more. To lock everything in place, I'm gonna be using the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Setting Spray. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do this step earlier. Darn it, where did I put that? I'm like always losing everything. I forgot to set the brows in the first tutorial. I always set the brows during the day as well. So do that in the daytime and your brows should be all right. By nighttime, if you get powder in it, you may want to go back over with a setting gel. But I'm just gonna set the brows now with the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. And I use this really, really lightly across the brows, and it kind of tints them and makes them look more full. So there you have it, you guys. There is the holiday party look. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and hopefully it gives you some inspiration if you do have a holiday work party coming up and you need to get ready after work in a short amount of time. Hopefully you will be able to get some inspiration from this tutorial as to how to spruce up your look in a short amount of time without redoing your entire face. Again, check out these lipsticks, you guys. I will link them down below, or you can also check out your local CVS to see if they have any. These lipsticks will be available in other retailers starting in January, but if you're really dying to check them out, I will link them down below, or you can go to CVS. Let me know if you guys have any makeup hacks for changing your looks from day to night. I would love to hear what you guys like to do to freshen up your makeup after school or work to head out for the evening. Comment down below. Let me know if you guys have any tips and tricks for me. Thanks again for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye!